Our first candidate this evening is Courtney Baxter.
Good evening, everybody. It's so great to see you all here. I want to take the opportunity to thank our sponsors and for all of you having the interest to come and hear about our candidates. My name is Courtney Baxter, and I'm excited to talk to you tonight about why I am the most qualified candidate to be your next Commonwealth's attorney. I have been practicing law for 21 years, and I am the only candidate in this race that has prosecuted a crime. In the past 21 years, I have been a civil trial attorney. I have been a staff attorney for a circuit judge. I have been a prosecutor for the Kentucky Education Professional Standards Board for the past 14 years. And most importantly to you, I have been a felony prosecutor in this jurisdiction for the past 6 years. In that office, I have prosecuted hundreds of cases of the over 1,800 cases this office has handled in the past 6 years. I am responsible for prosecuting some of the most serious crimes in this jurisdiction, the sex offenders. Specifically, I have prosecuted Danny Montgomery, who was convicted by a jury and received a 20-year sentence. Marion McCain was convicted by a jury and received a 10-year sentence. Jackie Hardy was convicted by a jury and received a 10-year sentence. Michael Webb, one of our most serious sex offenders, pled guilty and received a 25-year prison sentence. Calvin Sturgill pled guilty and he received a 20-year prison sentence. Danny May pled guilty and received a 13-year sentence. Unfortunately, this evening I don't have enough time to tell you about all the cases that I've prosecuted in our jurisdiction, or the number of cases that I've tried throughout my 21-year experience, or the cases that I've argued before the appellate courts. I have, and our office has, a 0 overturned conviction rate. I have that both as a felony prosecutor and a prosecutor for the Kentucky Education Professional Standards Board. And you may ask yourselves, why is that important to you? Well, let me tell you, as a voter and a citizen, it's important because our convictions stick, and the defendants are serving their prison sentences as required by law. This is also important to you as a taxpayer, because trials are expensive. And if you have a 0 overturned conviction rate out of your Commonwealth Attorney's Office, that means the defendants in your jurisdictions aren't getting second trials, which cost you money, like the David Cam case in Indiana, because the appellate courts are holding that the prosecutors in our jurisdictions are meeting the rights of the defendants and handling their cases properly. I have also served as the Oldham County Attorney after John Finley's untimely death. It was an honor to be appointed to fill his unexpired term. In that capacity, I not only prosecuted hundreds of misdemeanors, but was also responsible for managing a staff and a budget. That only adds to the breadth of my experience and further shows why I am the most qualified candidate. I have demonstrated my ability to not only prosecute cases, but also juggle my private law practice, prosecute for a Kentucky state agency, be a mom, all while dealing with meeting the demands of a payroll in my private practice in this economy. The next Commonwealth's attorney will have to continue to successfully prosecute the cases in our jurisdiction, manage a staff, manage the assistants, all while dealing with a budget that has been cut by 75% in the past 6 years. I am the person with that experience. I have been attending the Prosecutors Advisory Council meetings over the past year with Barry Moore, our current Commonwealth attorney, and on my own, so that I could learn and understand the budgetary concerns and issues facing the Commonwealth's attorneys of our state. All the people who recognize the importance of experience in this office have endorsed me. I know what I'm getting into. I want this job. It's hard work, and it requires somebody who understands the job and the law. I have worked hard during this campaign and throughout my career. I have a strong work ethic, and I commit to you that I will work just as hard if elected to be your next Commonwealth's attorney. We don't have the luxury for the on-the-job training of our chief felony prosecutor. And I won't need to be trained because I already have the experience. I'm ready to hit the ground running. I'm passionate about what I do, and I will continue to bring that passion every day if I'm elected. Thank you very much.
Our next candidate